Hello everyone. Let's learn the fourth short note, independence of the judiciary. Independence of the judiciary is a foundational principle of constitutional governance essential for maintaining the rule of law, safeguarding rights, and ensuring fair and impartial justice. It implies that the judiciary must function free from interference by the executive, legislature, or any other external pressure. Meaning of judicial independence. Judicial independence means that judges must be free to decide cases solely on the basis of law and facts without fear, favor, influence, or pressure. This autonomy exists both at the institutional level, independence of the judiciary as a body, and at the individual level, independence of each judge. There is no liberty if the judiciary is not independent. Montesquieu, importance of judicial independence. Protection of fundamental rights, upholding rule of law, ensuring fair trials, maintaining public confidence in justice, check on abuse of power by other organs, peaceful resolution of disputes, constitutional provisions ensuring judicial independence in India. India's constitution contains structural, procedural, and institutional safeguards for judicial independence. First, separation of powers. Article 15 directs the state to separate the judiciary from the executive in public services. Second, security of tenure. Articles 124 and 217. Judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts cannot be removed except by impeachment on grounds of proven misbehavior or incapacity. Third, fixed service conditions. Salaries, pensions, and privileges of judges are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India and are not subject to parliamentary vote. Independent appointment process. Judges are appointed through the collegium system, reducing executive influence. Fifth, restriction on post-retirement jobs. To prevent bias, Supreme Court judges are barred from taking post-retirement employment in government, except in rare cases like tribunals or ad hoc appointments. Powers of contempt. Article 129 and 215. The judiciary can punish for contempt to preserve its authority and dignity. Seventh, judicial review power. Article 13, 32 and 226 ensures that legislative and executive actions remain within constitutional limits. Judicial pronouncements on judicial independence. S.P. Gupta vs. Union of India 1981 recognized independence as a necessary component of judicial functioning, though upheld executive primacy in appointments, later reversed. Supreme Court advocates on record Association vs. Union of India 1993 established the collegium system, emphasizing that primacy in appointments must rest with the judiciary to maintain independence. Keshavananda Bharati vs. State of Kerala 1973 declared judicial review and independence of the judiciary as part of the basic structure of the Indian Constitution. Indira Nehru Gandhi vs. Raj Nare 1975 reaffirmed that judicial independence is vital to constitutional democracy. Threats and challenges to judicial independence. First, executive interference. Pressure on judiciary through transfers, delayed appointments, or criticism. Second, politicization of appointments. Lack of transparency in the collegium system has also led to accusations of favoritism. Third, post-retirement allurements. Appointing retired judges to political or executive posts may compromise their impartiality. Fourth, media trials and public pressure. Media influence can affect perception and independence in high-profile cases. Measures to strengthen judicial independence. transparent appointment mechanism, reforms in the collegium system, or a well structured NJAC, National Judicial Appointments Commission. Second, strengthening institutional autonomy, financial and administrative autonomy by courts. Third, code of conduct for judges to ensure integrity and avoid conflict of interest. Fourth, judicial accountability framework without compromising independence. Fifth, regulating post retirement appointments to avoid bias during tenure. So, the conclusion is judicial independence is not just a theoretical ideal but a practical necessity for ensuring justice, equality, and democracy. In India, it serves as the last line of defense for citizens against unconstitutional or arbitrary actions. However, independence must be balanced with accountability to maintain public trust and institutional legitimacy. The hallmark of a truly democratic society is a fearless and independent judiciary. Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer.